Greetings, family. Welcome. This is Dr. Kia Pruitt. It is Moon Day or Monday, May the 12th, 2025, and the time is 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Grand rising, great rising, rich rising, wealthy rising, joyous rising, family. It's so good to see everybody. Check in and let us know where you're hailing from because we have some good news. Now, some of you have been watching closely because you knew that President Trump said on yesterday on his Truth Social account that the next announcement he will make will be the most impactful announcement that he has ever made. So let's dive right in after we acknowledge all of you that are here today. Welcome and thank you so much for joining us. I also appreciate those of you who are new members. Welcome to the Silver Soul Tribe membership group where we give exclusive breaking news just for those of you who are a part of our sacred circle, the Silver Soul Tribe. So thank you so much, Sister Victoria. Welcome to the Soul Tribe group. Also, thank you so much to Verlisa. We're so happy to have you. We appreciate you. God bless you. Have a smile on you, and may your life be joyous and prosperous from here on. Also, we want to thank you to Ellie, who's in the house. Do I think we have months to wait for the RV? We will talk about that a little later. So, yes. Somebody is saying something. Solar Water says, okay, reducing Big Pharma, that's great. But the big news announcement, we the people want Nasara Jasara. We want the RV. Anything else can wait. That's why you need to be a part of the Silver Soul Tribe, because we talk about Nasara, breaking news as it relates to the RV and the financial industry. We talk about things you should invest in, and we only touch on it lightly here. But if you want to know more about those things like Nasara, Jasara, breaking news as it relates to the global financial industry, what we're going to do when it comes to the revaluation of currencies and exchange in foreign currencies, then I would encourage you to join the Silver Soul Tribe. And the link is in the chat, and I'll post it up in just a minute. So thank you all so very much for joining us. I'm so happy to see you. I see Thomas is in the house. Queen City. Zenz is in the house. Sister Victoria is here. Welcome again. Diamond is here saying that I look lovely. Thank you, darling. I'm just a reflection of you. Andreas is in the house saying it's midnight in Sweden. Hello, my darling. Hello to Paulina from New Jersey. Scat Pat's in the house. Robin, a new member. Thank you. Peace is what Robin says. Victoria is here. Grand Rising, Carl. Hi, Ronell Bay. It was so good to see you. Peace and love to you too. He's all the way in Connecticut. Hello, Sister Karen, who says good evening to the Soul Tribe. Thank you for being a member. H2O is also a member, hailing from California. Thank you. Lisa's in the house. Welcome. Adrienne Robinson is here, currently from South Carolina. Hello to my sister, Adrienne Butler, the oldest or the eldest of the women in our family, who taught me about femininity, how to take care of feminine hygiene, how to cook, how to tend to a husband. That's my big sister. She taught me all that stuff. So I'm very grateful that she's here today. Sister Gloria's in the house. Welcome. And here is that link if you want to join the sacred group, the Silver Soul Tribe group, where we go into deep dives on what's going on geopolitically and mostly financially and economically, and things that we invest in. We talk about those countries in which we've invested, what their currencies are doing, and we talk about the exchange of currencies, and we also relay information to each other about what's going on in the banking industry, because everything is changing. We are back on the gold standard all over the world, and most people don't even realize it. Okay. Hello to Sister Desiree from Cleveland, Ohio, my hometown. I see Ninth Child is in the house. Abigail is here. Kenneth is here. Yes, I'm so glad to see you. Desire is here. Is it Desire? A Desire? Welcome. George is here, somebody that contributes financially to Dr. Kia Pruitt Show all the time. Panama is in the house. Hello, it's so good to see you. So many blessings are coming our way. I agree. Hello, Sister Patricia from North Carolina. Angela, greetings to you too. She's hailing from Connecticut. Lucy says hello. So good to see me. Beverly is in the house. Hello, Sister Beverly, and thank you all for sending the cash out blessings. Thank you so much. Latoya is from Maryland. Magda is from South Africa. Thank you for being here, Magda. Ellie says, blessings to the Soul Tribe. Woman of Light is here. Hello, beautiful. Mississippi is in the house. Hello, Beyond RX. Vignette is here, sending blessings and greetings. And she's sending not blessings and greetings just to me, but to the whole Soul Tribe. Thank you all for 279 people being in the chat. I see Houston, Texas is in the house, and I love Houston, Texas. My brother lives in that area. I was just there in February. I love that area. So welcome to you. Who else do we see here? Sister Martha is in the house. Sister Raquel is here. Who am I missing? I saw a woman of God. Keep checking in, family. Can I comment on the Bolivar? I will in the membership group. Hello, or if we have time at the end of this chat, I will. Hello, Sister Sin. She's also welcome of the Silver Soul Tribe. Thank you for being a member. Raquel's in the house. Okay, who else is here? I see you all. Hey, Sister Martha. Truth is in the house. Thank you for 300 people being in the chat. Darius is here. He says, peace, Mama Kia from Jamaica. I'm from Ja. I love the Ja. Beautiful, beautiful country, beautiful island. The water is, oh my God, amazing. It's healing. It's gorgeous. It's crystal clear. I just love visiting your nation and your country, your island. So thank you for being here. Also, thank you, Sinbad, for being here. I'm so glad that you are joining us here today. Sister Angela, thank you for the Cash App blessing. God bless you. Having smile on you. Sister Liz is in the house. Stephen is here. Karen is here. You guys are speaking to each other. Hugs back to you, Sister Patricia. Kat is here from Cleveland. That's my home girl. She's also a member of the Silver Soul Tribe group. DC is in the house. Okay, Dub, good to see you. Delaware is here. Hello, Sister Rose, Sister Patricia. I Am is here, sending blessings to the Soul Tribe. Gigi is in the house. Gigi, I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. Welcome. Who else is here? Polly is here. Thank you for being here. Karen says, I'm checking in from Houston, Texas. Lily's from Mississippi. Mississippi became the 44th state, I think it was, to remove the state sales taxes from precious metals. Thus, now Mississippi is acknowledging silver and gold as money. So you should be able to use gold backs and silver for barter already in your state of Mississippi. Shantae, excuse me. Curious is in the house. Kelvin, ask you, hey, Kelvin, we go a long way, don't we? From the time, was it Benny used to give us information? Benny was he from Venezuela? He was somewhere and from South America, I believe, but he passed away a couple years ago. And remember, Kelvin, Benny said I was a crazy lady. I don't know why he called me crazy, but I think that's how you met me, because he was saying I was crazy and I didn't know what I was talking about. But I just loved and adored Benny. And he was the one that told us about the Bolivar, the Venezuelan Bolivar, years ago, before anybody knew anything about investing in Venezuela. Everybody else was talking about Iraq. But because Benny was from that area, he told us that Venezuelan currency had been devalued significantly due to sanctions and due to some of the things that were going on in that country. And he let us know that it would revalue exponentially. And he kept saying, nobody's talking about this, but if I were you, I would invest in the Venezuelan Bolivar. So many of us did. Don't sleep on Venezuela. Venezuela is also a country that started chipping off gold pieces and gold flakes in order to barter. In 2020, when everybody was having a hard time, the Venezuelan people said, look, our currency is worthless, but we still need food. We still need haircuts. We still need our cars taken care of. We need so many different things. So they started chipping flakes of gold off and off of just, whatever gold they could find. And they got together amongst themselves and decided with themselves, people in the communities and the merchants, how much gold they needed, how many flakes for a haircut, how many flakes to buy a can of soup, how many flakes in order to get their car fixed. And they were the precursor. And we made that announcement then in 2020 saying, listen, this is something we can be doing now instead of saying what we can't afford. Use what you have. Barter with what you have. If you have no silver, no gold, which constitutional silver was real cheap back then, and so were gold Arum notes or gold backs, and they're still less than $3. We were saying back then when gold backs, which was 14 karat gold or 24 karat gold notes, pressed point pure 999 gold pressed onto a note, we were saying then it was only $1.30. It was like, get a gold Arum note, also known as gold backs, and start bartering. Now, if you're part of my Secret Soul Tribe membership group, I tell you how to barter with gold backs and silver and constitutional silver or junk silver. But we've been talking about this for years. And in 2020, when Venezuela was doing it, I said, look, they are teaching us. They are leading the way of how we can get ourselves out of this precarious situation that we're in. I don't know if you remember that, Kelvin, but we'll get on with the news. Beautiful evening, Lucy. Joe, it's good to see you as always from Mission Control. He said, Jaron is in the house from Birmingham, Alabama. Australia's in the house. Hello. Golden Arrow is here. So good to see you. Winter Blue says, hello, Dr. Kia. Lisa's in the house. Hiya, Lisa. Live in the Now, also a member of the group. Listen, all the members that are part of the Silver Soul Tribe group, can you drop in the chat anything you've learned from the group, or if you think it's beneficial? Can you tell the chat, without going into detail, something that you think is beneficial for being a part of the Silver Soul Tribe group? Like, is it the intel? Is it the membership? Is it the small circle? Is it the fact that I give you my personal email? Is it the sheet that I gave you all to categorize your currencies? I mean, let the people in the chat know the benefits of joining the group. Metroid says, I'm here. Iran will revalue their currency. You saw the news. Hey, we're going to talk about that in the membership group just a little bit. Metroid. He is from my hometown, Cleveland, Ohio. That is my homie. We share intel. We thicker than two thieves, or however they said. We down like 4 flat tires. That is my homie. We've been sharing intel for almost a decade with each other, haven't we, Patrick? And you know we've been talking about the Venezuelan Bolivar way before everybody else. And so, now people are starting talking about it, but we got it when it was really, really cheap. But this is why people need to listen and take action as soon as they can, because if you wait until everybody else gets that information or gets in on what's going on, you remember that, Kelvin, or gets in on the intel, then things usually go up. They become very expensive. Absolutely. Hi, Jill. It's good to see you. Who said they're here? Okay. Aloha. Pamela, eyes wide shut is good. Eyes wide clear. Good to see you. You and Golden Arrow communicating with each other. Mystical's in the house. Yes, Metroid. He said he sure did. Benny said Venezuela will RV, but I think Benny went into hiding. Oh, okay. We just heard that he had passed away, but that makes sense that he may have gone into hiding because he was dropping some serious intel back in like between 2017 and 2020. Greetings. I think the RV would be announced. No, I'm not the only person. Mark Z is a good person to follow. I don't know some of the other people to follow. You guys can put it in the chat who are else to follow. I follow Mark Z sometimes, and he and I every now and then will call each other. I've been on his show. He's a great person. He knows a lot of intel. If you guys know who else to follow that might have information about the revaluation of currencies, please put it in the chat. We give information, yes, but I want to share this space with other people who are giving the news. Dinar Recaps is a newsletter you guys want to get, and you guys can drop it in the chat where else people can check. Restoredrepublic.co is another place you want to look. Before It's News is another publication. Rumor Mills News is another publication. And as far as podcasters, I don't follow many people, if anybody at all. Mark Z, because he's a friend. But you guys put it in the chat who they could, find this information about the revaluation of currencies. And I will also share it when it comes out. It's time. I'm just going to say it's time to go to the bank, and I'm going to take all my social media off, okay, because I'm going to be living and putting humanitarian projects together. Wholeness, balance, and vibrations to use too, Sister Inez. Kelvin remembers all that when Benny was given intel about the Venezuelan Bolivar. Juliana says, I can't afford a membership. I'll barter whatever I have. Let me see if I can find you. Where are you? Where are you at? Juliana, are you on YouTube? Okay, let me see if you're on YouTube. You don't have to barter. We're going to do a promotion, okay, soon, so that people who really want to get in can get in inexpensively. So let me see if I can find your name. You said Juliana, that was you? I'm trying to find your name on YouTube. You said you can't afford a membership. Okay, I was seeing if there was something I could do about that. Maybe not, but we'll do another promotion, okay? Louisiana's in the house. Jackie is here. It's good to see you. Benny was from Peru. Okay. She said, I believe Benny was from Peru. Did we? I loved him. I don't know why I am a little quirky, huh? So that may be why he called me crazy. 52 is in the house. Welcome, KL. Nadine says, you also told me to join. No, I did not tell you to. Thank you for saying that. Nadine says, you also told me how to join QFS Gold Firm website, which stole my coin money. Nadine, somebody just called me today, and I've been getting calls about that, where there is a video going around using my image and AI telling people to set up a quantum financial account, a QFS account, and telling them to put money into that account. And if you look at it closely, you can tell it's not me, but some people don't know me because you don't know me in person. It is an AI generated image, and it is fraudulent. It is scamming people. I will never tell you to set up a quantum financial account. I will never tell you to put money in this QFS for some coins. That's just not what I do. I don't even know who's doing all this, but we've been reporting it across all social media platforms. Family, please look out for any scammers that's coming on the bottom of my videos, or just, I don't know if they're contacting you all on Facebook or Instagram or what, but it is not me. I don't give any intel at all about quantum financial system, except for I have told you all it's a sentient system that was given to us as a gift by off-worldly beings, and that it can read energy. That's all I've said on my channel. But no, that was not me asking anybody for any money for the quantum financial account. I'm so sorry that you have gotten scammed. Walk and Talk is here. Metroid remembers all the things we were talking about. Victoria says the Circle of Soul members, the Intel, and Dr. Kia Pruitt's personalized email is what you get in the Silver Soul Tribe membership group. So thank you, Sister Victoria. And I'm going to give you more intel. I try my best to give you as much news as I can that most people don't even talk about. Belinda's in the house. Martha says, intel is what you get from being a part of the group and being able to support Dr. Kia consistently. That was so sweet. Thank you, Sister Martha. Thank you. Thank you. So I see you guys here. John Dowling is a good source. Green Eye says, so watch John, Dowling. He is on YouTube and Rumble. Willie's Truth Call. Yes, I love Willie. Willie's Truth Call. He used to have a website too. Let me see if I can find Willie's Truth Call. He's worth y'all following. Hold on. I'm going to get into the intel, but you guys, Willie knows people that were a part of the farmers' claims, okay? Willie was with Empress Bertiasi Gaston L. Turner Bay when she sued the United States Incorporated. That is the Empress of the Washita Moors and indigenous peoples here, or the autogenous peoples here. So Willie's Truth Call, let me see if I can give you that number. You have to call in Monday through Friday from 9 through 11. If you have his number, can somebody put it in a chat? Okay, let me see if I can find it right quick. Oh my God. Yep. I don't see it. I do have it. Put it in the chat if you have it, family. Willie's Truth. Yep. So Willie's Truth call is 605 313 5152. That's 605 313 5152. And the access code is 814068 pound. The access code is 814068 pound. Thank you so much for that, Karom Jack. Okay, guys, keep checking in. So, President Trump did make an announcement today that was very good and pretty impressive, if I must say so myself. And we'll get into that in just one moment. Frank's 26. Martha says, follow Frank 26 on YouTube. Thank you. Let's see. Benny is a gentleman from South America that used to give intel, and he was very, very good about his intel. Gigi's in the house. Ronell says, check out Militia Man and Crew. Oh, thank you guys so much. Let's see. Goldilocks is another channel. We see somebody hailing in from Fort Lauderdale. Benny was awesome. Hello, greetings. Oh, so many of you. Taka is a Silver Soul Tribe member. She's saying hello, everybody. So we're going to make this as concise as we can, family, and get on with the news, because I have another podcast for our Silver Soul Tribe members who have paid to be a part of that group. Toya, you received the fraudulent messages as well? Oh my gosh. No, I'm not messaging anybody on Instagram. I'm not sending anybody any private messages on Facebook, Instagram. The only way I would send you a message on any of those social media outlets is if you contact me first. But those of you that's a part of the membership, Silver Sober Tribe membership, you guys have my personal email. And that's the only place that I'll be chatting with you guys. Is it all about the money? Well, you're here getting free intel, so obviously it's not. Metro Choi says, we seen that global accounts, global reset accounts. He said there were so many zeros. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Brother Anthony. God bless you. Heaven smile on you for contributing to the group, the Dr. Kia Pruitt Show. I love you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you. You love my personality. Thank you. You all are so kind. Okay. So if you want to be part of the membership, we're going to talk about tonight another announcement that Trump made that's going to affect everybody's pockets. And we actually did a live on that yesterday, and I'm just going to continue that on today. What we talked about yesterday, one of Trump's announcements. Okay, so that is the group, if you want to be a part of the Silver Soul Tribe group. So President Trump had said on Sunday that he was going to make an impactful announcement. And as a matter of fact, what he said was, the next announcement I made is going to be the most important and most impactful announcement that I've ever made. And so what I did was I came on a podcast and I said, you're going to go to sleep tonight on a Sunday and wake up Monday morning to a whole new beautiful reality. And so when you know what to look for, you're like, I get it now. Everything has changed. I talked about it on my major channel, and then I went into detail in the Silver Soul Tribe membership group about how this one of his announcements will impact the whole world. It will impact global markets. It will impact the revaluation of currencies and everything else. But somebody came on the channel and said, Dr. Pruitt, all he's going to do is talk about Big Pharma. That's a big nothing burger. And it could be for some people. So, and you were right. He did announce that he was taking on Big Pharma by signing executive orders to lower drug prices. And that is a huge announcement. It is not the announcement that I said that was the one that would affect global markets, but that is a huge announcement. Basically, what he said is that the United States, for far too long, has been at a deficit. He said the United States too long has turned its back on Americans because the people that were controlling the country were more under a socialist agenda. The people that were in control of the country were trying to let other countries, other nations control our country, and they would do certain things to implement their ideology. He said, so the United States, and he means the incorporation, the faithful government, turned its back on we sovereign people here. He said they unwittingly sponsored both drug manufacturers and they sponsor other countries or other nations. He said the inflated prices in the United States fueled global innovation. You know, people all over the world became very creative, how they're going to make money, what they're going to do, how they're going to create new drugs, while foreign health systems got a free ride, but we Americans were suffering. So let's take a look at his Truth Social to see what he said. And we're going to hear it from his voice in 1 minute. I can find it. Here it is right here. I want you to hear it out of his mouth, what he said. So this is his Truth Social. He says, we're going to slash the cost of prescription drugs and we will bring fairness to America. Drug prices will come down. We're going to cut out the middleman and facilitate the direct sale of drugs ourselves at the most favored nation price directly to the American citizens. So no more middleman. The drug prices are going to come down, and that's going to be good for not just our elders, but for people who are sick all over our country. Let's hear it from his mouth.
Starting today, the United States will no longer subsidize the
I want to make that screen bigger for you.
Starting today, the United States will no longer subsidize the health care of foreign countries and will no longer tolerate profiteering and price gouging. For the first time in many years, we'll slash the cost of prescription drugs and we will bring fairness to America. Drug prices will come down. We're going to cut out the middlemen and facilitate the direct sale of drugs at the most favored nation price directly to the American citizen.
I'm just so grateful to be here today. I never thought that this would happen in my lifetime.
This is the most powerful executive order on pharmacy pricing and healthcare ever in the history of our nation. By getting our allies to pay a bit more, we'll course correct a problem that's gotten out of hand.
We're standing up for the American consumer who's been paying far too high prices for far too long.
We didn't take an oath to heal patients and then watch their life get ruined financially. We're going to do everything we can at the FDA to support this executive order. It's transformative. Thank you, Mr. President.
Beautiful. So he's slashing prices of pharmaceuticals, also known as drugs. He's attacking the pharmaceutical industry. You see the guy who is called Robert Kennedy speaking out. He has said that he would eliminate a lot of harmful ingredients that are in food. So it was good that he was there talking with President Trump. And President Trump also said himself that the principle is simple. Whatever the lowest price paid for a drug in other developed countries are, that is the price that Americans will now pay. And he said that on his website, the Trump website. Oh, I'm sorry, the White House website. So I'm going to show you that quickly here. Tressie says, good news, however, being on prescription is not healthcare. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. We're moving into an era where we need natural remedies. We need those med beds. We need to eat better. We need clean water. I agree with you 100%. But see, what they do is they put good news at the forefront for people like us to see, but behind the scenes, there is something deeper going on. And I want to talk about that on a private group in a Silver Soul Tribe in a few minutes. So he said he was taking on Big Pharma by signing an executive order to lower drug prices. This is his video right here. He said that he declared on today that we'll no longer tolerate profiteering and price gouging from Big Pharma. And then he signed an executive order implementing what his administration is calling the most favored nation's drug pricing. And that's where he said, whatever the lowest price paid for a drug in other nations, that is the price that Americans will now pay. Some prescription drug and pharmaceutical prices will be reduced almost immediately by 50 to 80%. And he said, we're no longer subsidizing healthcare to foreign nations. So that is what he said there. And then I'll find what he said here so you can see it on whitehouse.gov. I'll put that in the chat. Big Pharma propaganda. Yes. Here is the White House announcement about that. He delivered the most favored nation prescription drug pricing to American patients, and that was on today. So that is what he announced on one hand, and it's very good news for those people who are dependent on pharmaceuticals. Now, we have an affiliation with the Meta Center in Chicago, the Meta Center Chicago, where they have herbs, they have colloidal silver, colloidal gold, what else? Colloidal copper, monoatomic gold, monoatomic silver, monoatomic copper. They have diodes and natural seeds or organic seeds that you can get. They have all type of seminars that they do at the Meta Center Chicago. If you're more interested in some kind of natural remedies, I'll see if I can find that website for you. Let's see if I can find it's the Meta Center Chicago, where the master metaphysician, Dr. Delbert Blair, was actually the creator of the Meta Center. He was the one who first started talking about ascension of the planet in the 1990s. And he also talked about 5D, the age of Aquarius, the golden era, and how not only would the planet ascend, but we, the people, would ascend. And he said you could prepare for that by taking monoatomics and colloidal silver, gold, and copper. And he also talked about how you can do certain things and with your diet and drinking clean water to prepare for your ascension. This is the Meta Center Chicago right here website. If you see anything that you like there and you want to use my code, you can use DRKIA 2024. We need to get a new code because we're now in the 2025. But here you'll see he has all type of deals. Let's see, mushrooms, herbs, honey, superfoods, fertility, herbs and things for fertility, teas and oils, things to become superhuman, heirloom seeds, magnetic therapy, diodes, crystal power. They have services and counseling and consultation, different jewelry that actually, you're not supposed to say cure, but heals or addresses certain ailments, technology, articles, book, education, and resources. You can schedule an appointment and they have EMF protection, all type of things here at the Meta Center Chicago. If you desire to try something that is more natural, organic, and something that is biblical too, because monoatomic gold is actually, according to scientists and metaphysicians, what the children of Israel took in the wilderness when they were coming out of Egypt and about to cross into the promised land. It is that manna that fell from the sky. That is what monoatomic gold is. Monoatomic gold actually cleans your first eye. It helps you to dream vividly. It helps you with your ascension process. People say that their psychic abilities become more clear and more evident. What else about monoatomic gold? It makes you feel brighter and lighter. When I take it, my mom says that my skin literally glows and turns golden. Because I remember when I was taking it heavily one summer, I took it like 2 or 3 times a day. My mom would say, I don't know what you're doing, but you are literally glowing. It's like, I don't even know my own daughter. I was taking monoatomic gold. So they have monoatomics, they have colloidals. And as a matter of fact, colloidal silver is something that people would take during the global shutdown because it attacks viruses right on contact. So that's just as an aside. If you're interested in natural herbs, monoatomics, colloidals, diodes, different jewelry that can address ailments in your body, Dr. Delbert Blair is the creator of the Meta Center, but Dr. Tony Vortex was his student, and now he runs the Meta Center, and he has come on my show many times to talk about all the things they have there. That's if you don't want to, take the pharmaceutical drugs. Now, one thing I did know when we're talking about healthcare is that some people don't want to take pharmaceutical drugs. The Meta Center offers this technology that can scan your body, and it can look at the ailments in your body and detect what type of things that are not good, the sickness is going on in your body. And then after you go through that technology, Dr. Tony Vortex sits down with you and comes up with a plan of the herbs you can take, the diodes you can use, the technologies that you can use to help address those ailments. So I think that would be a good idea for anybody that's interested. And then we also know about the patches that we've talked about in my membership group. If, for those people who are interested in the patches that are said to replenish your cells, your stem cells. So I haven't done a deep dive into that. It's the stem cell patches is not something that I'm currently using, but it works for a lot of people. So that information is something I can give you off of this channel. But it's in the secret, and not the secret, but the sacred membership, the Silver Soul Tribe. Med beds are coming out. I will talk to Gold Star Mother Susan Price about that for anybody that wants to have a conversation with somebody who's in that area and knows when those med beds are coming out and know exactly how they will address your ailments. But on today, we were talking about how President Trump made an impactful announcement that will impact many people's pockets, and that is that he's slicing the prices of Big Pharma. However, there is another announcement, okay, that I talked about in my private group yesterday that, my God, it impacted the markets, and it made me so happy to see I'm not the only person talking about it, but that's not what they put in front of you, because they give you something, that kind of pacifies you while something huge is going on behind the scenes. And I'm going to talk about that in my group. We talked about it yesterday, and I think it's important to go into detail about that in the group because some more information came out, and I want you all to be informed. And again, if you want to join that group, you can. No need to get upset if you don't want to join it. I'm okay with that. Black Seed, Colloidal, and Colloidal Silver Severia saying, thank you for giving everybody this information. Here is the group, the Silver Soul Tribe group. In 5 minutes, I'm going to get off and start that meeting. Oh, Colloidal Silver is wonderful. Can I put the links in the description box? Oh, yes, I will. I'll put the links in the description box of the YouTube channel and the Rumble channel. Yes, I will. Let's see. You guys are giving each other some advice. Colloidal silver, you take it. If you take some before you get sick, it will keep you. It kept me, I should say, from getting sick during the CV when everybody else was getting sick. I took colloidal silver every day, and I told my adult children to do the same, and we did the same for my grandchildren. We did not get sick during the global pandemic. Anthony said he had the monoatomic gold a while back. You're listening from your car, Lake MI girl, also Lake Michigan. I'm so glad. Okay, so Gregory says pH balance is 7-14 for alkaline water foods. Thank you. Dr. Delbert Blair, who is the creator of the Meta Center Chicago. You can Google it. Meta Center Chicago is www.metacenterchicago.com. Stated when he was alive, and you can even go to the Meta Center YouTube channel because his student, Dr. Tony Vortex, still has a lot of Dr. Delbert Blair's videos up. But Dr. Delbert Blair, who was a master metaphysician, talked about alkaline water, and he had introduced this woman who found a way to alkalinize water herself, and the deep state took her life. So I'm glad you brought that up because I meant to say that they took her life. And he was so sad when that happened because she was fighting against United States Incorporated to clean up all of our water. And when she found a remedy for it and started talking to people about it and started teaching people how to do it, they took her life. And then they poisoned Dr. Delbert Blair, and they poisoned his wife numerous times and eventually took her life, Dr. Delbert Blair's wife. He was very, very sad, but he passed away about 2012 after giving years and years of information about the galactic brothers and sisters that are here to help the planet. He was given a lot of information to help us, and he used that information to create certain products. So the Meta Center Chicago is a good place to go. Just, look at the research that they provide, look at the ingredients and look at the products and see if it's something that you would be interested in. And if you use code DRKIA 2024, you'll get 11% off. And they gave me the option of how much I wanted to take off for the Soul Tribe. And I said, take off as much as you can. Because we want everybody to be able to take advantage of this. So it's the Meta Center Chicago, and the code is DRKIA 2024. Severia says black seed is good and colloidal silver is my favorite. These are alternatives to pharmaceuticals because we know that a lot of the drugs don't necessarily cure us. They might address an ailment. They might keep the symptoms at bay, but are they really healing and curing us? Are they doing the job that herbs would do, that black seed will do, or black seed oil, or colloidals, or monoatomics? Kay Stevenson says, my mother needs something, having some signs of early onset of dementia. Okay, I'm going to bring Dr. Tony Vortex on. I'm going to call him and see if he can come on this Wednesday on Wellness Wednesday. And if he can't come on this Wednesday, I'll see if he can come on soon to see what type of products he has for dementia, okay? Sinbad's never taken a prescription drug, so that affects me in no way. I still need gas and food. This full moon energy is making me salty. I get it, Sinbad. Will Eats Truth Call. If anybody can put that in the chat, I'd appreciate it. Or you might have to go back and do the replay because I have to go on my other show, okay? King Tay says, I just bought some metal detox. Oh, put it in the chat where the people can get metal detox. I love this discussion. Please, King Tay, because a lot of us have poison with metal and we need to get that out of our bodies. Thank you, Sister Helen Nash, for being a part of our Silver Soul Tribe membership. Thank you. My mom's calling me, so I'm going to have to leave in a minute. Your pH is very important. That's the Meta Center Chicago, where you can get some of those products that we talked about. Adrian says shungite helps alkaline the water, and you can wear it around your neck as a protection amulet. All right. What are our payments? Okay, family. I hope you guys can continue to give each other information before I check out of here. I'll look at some of your comments briefly, and then I have to go to the membership group. Dr. Delbert Blair helped me to wake up in 2014, Adrian says. Absolutely. Dr. Delbert Blair of the Meta Center Chicago family. That's what you want to look at, Meta Center Chicago. Good evening. And if you get anything, any products from there, then use code DRKIA 2024, like Dr. Kia, DRKIA 2024. Good evening, Nikki. Yes, I'll do that. Okay. All right, family. So we talked about how President Trump made an announcement about cutting pharmaceuticals, but there's something else that happened that's huge and is going to affect global markets. It's going to affect currency revaluations all over the world. It's going to affect the timing for us going to the bank. And I'm going to my membership group right now to talk about that. If you're a part of that membership, but you didn't see the video that we did on yesterday, just look at the video in the private membership group that is dated for May the 11th. And I also talked about why the 11 is a doorway or a portal and how that relates to the information coming out. So thank you, Jane, for being a part of that membership group. I appreciate you. God bless you. God bless you, Sister Robin. God bless you all. Okay, you'll be there, Sister Helen. Oh, remember what I talked about? I don't know, did you just join? If not, I talked about news that was announced. It was posted yesterday, but they didn't announce it. But there was a soft disclosure today about what we talked about yesterday. And I'm going to talk to you about how that affected global markets. So President Trump made an announcement about cutting pharmaceuticals, but there's something else. While they're telling you to look over here, something huge just happened over there. Join me on the Dr. Kia Pruitt Silver Soul Tribe membership channel now. I love you. My name is Dr. Kia Pruitt. I hope I've said something to raise your vibrations and inspire you to create the most amazing, magnificent life that you desire and deserve. And in case you don't see that video that I'm about to do in a few minutes, it's okay. The news will trickle out. You can look at the template or the cover, and you will get a clue what we're going to talk about. I love you, family. I'll talk to you soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Bye-bye. See you in the secret Silver Soul Tribe membership group now. Mwah.